Welcome to Lore Party, the podcast that explores the stories, characters, and lore behind some of our favorite video game universes. Today, we're discussing none of that. I'm Neil.
And I'm Lawerence.
Lawerence, let's get into it. E3, Nintendo, 2018. These are all words. What are you stoked about?
The obvious is Super Smash Brothers.
I know, Hollow Knight, it's great.
No, right.
Downloaded it the second I got home.
I've seen 5 Instagram stories of my friends who've been playing Hollow Knight, actually.
I've waited over a year just so I can play it portable. I've been incredibly patient. As you already know, Metroidvanias are my favorite style of game, and this is the first modern one in a while that is scratching the itch for me.
I've first heard of Hollow Knight a few years ago when I was watching something on YouTube, and I've looked into it, but I've never played it, but it looks fun.
I played it for about an hour and a half last night, and it was everything I wanted to be. The sense of isolation, the dread that was filling me, the just overall loneliness and somber music, and it was beautiful. Such a fun experience. I'm so happy about it.
I'm probably going to end up buying that game by the end of this episode.
$15, you should. But otherwise, yeah, Smash. Pretty excited about it.
Yeah, and you know what? Let's save Smash, because I want to talk about some of the other indie games that popped up, because I feel like that's one thing that the Nintendo Switch does pretty well. It's pander to the indie game audience.
They've had a very good track record with their little Nindies Directs or whatever, showcasing all the stuff that they have coming to the Switch. It really seems like third party, they're really trying to let in on that as portable games, and then Nintendo's making console games for it, I'd say.
Hell yeah. So, one of my first indie games that I'm super excited for is definitely Overcooked 2.
What is that? I was trying to watch the trailer, and it just seemed like co-op burning everything, and then they were running, and that was really all I got out of it. I kind of spaced out on that one.
Overcooked is it's a game where you work as a team and you prepare meals in the back of a kitchen, and you put them on a conveyor belt and it sends them to who's ever going to eat them. So you keep getting orders, you get more orders as you continue to play, and the ingredients are a little bit more complicated, or the meals that you're putting together are a little bit more involved as you go through.
I've had that job before. How much money is this game?
It's holy crap, it's cheap. It's super cheap.
They've been really good about pricing their indie games overall, because normally Nintendo still has a little fee, and PC ports and whatnot cost a little bit more, but so far on the Switch, pricing's been right.
Right. I think it's $20.
Yeah.
I first heard of this game. I was in Columbus with one of my buddies, and he had it for the Switch, and that was the first time that we had 4 Joy-Cons, and so we all took turns, because we had a big group. We took turns playing it, and it's fun. It's a random mindless game where you make food and you run into people and you really fuck shit up, and it makes everybody laugh.
So it sounds like Tapper, but for restaurants, basically.
Yes. And you get these weird characters you can choose from, and there's a random button that makes them swear, and these just symbols appear above their head.
Oh, so this is a service industry simulator.
Oh yeah, God, it's perfect. Except you can be a raccoon, and you take orders from an onion sometimes. But what I'm excited about the second one is it actually has online play, which the first one didn't. So my girlfriend and I, we play it all the time, and we're it would be cool if we could have 2 more people that we know that play this game. So the fact that they added online support is awesome, because now I can mess stuff up with my friends in Columbus or wherever.
Yeah, it's for me. So outside of Hollow Knight, the thing I'm probably looking most forward to right now, as far as
It's Fortnite.
No, I do not play well with others, so I try to stay away from co-op and multiplayer games. But that's just me. It was actually what they opened the show with, and one of the few titles that has a 2019 release date rather than the 2018 date. But it opened the show is Damon or Demon. I'm going with Damon. Damon X Machina. It was that big mech-looking game where you're just a red mech shooting at everything, and it looks pretty as hell, and it's been a while since I played a proper, mech warrior or a Gundam type game where I just get to shoot at stuff. Like that's all it looks like, and I'm honestly looking forward to see what they're gonna do with that.
Yeah, I did get a real like nice Gundam feel from it, and I was like, this seems interesting.
Yeah, but we got really no information about that, but it definitely caught my eye.
Yeah, no information whatsoever. I'm like, hopefully this lands in that indie section and I can get it for $20 because it looks like it would be fun.
Right, exactly. Like that would be something I'd really like to do. That would be a fun online game, I think. I would give it a shot. Speaking of online, I did find it very curious that we didn't hear about the online service coming in, what is it, like September or November or whatever. And there was no like, hey, it's been like over a year since the Switch came out. It's the second E3 with the Switch. Like, here's a big software update. Here's, what we're doing in lieu of Virtual Console or anything. Just nothing about there was nothing about the hardware or the OS itself.
Right.
So I wonder if they have some big plans down the road, because they've been pretty consistent in their Nintendo Directs this year and getting all the Switch information out that way. This E3 seemed very focused on, here are games we have coming out within the year. We hope you like them.
So I think I have two things to say about that. One, yeah, where is the, kind of like comms or update and everything? Like, I want to be able to talk to people, especially considering that they just came out with Fortnite.
Well, they have their comms plan, which is a super convoluted thing through Splatoon, but it sounds like for Fortnite that people are just doing it through the headphone jack, and it's been fine.
Oh, okay. It just seems like a really, like, ghetto jerry rig or workaround, but whatever. And then I mean, yeah, they really didn't focus on the hardware or anything. I feel like Nintendo's focus was like, hey, we know that you guys have been like talking our ears off about a certain fighting game that I will mention towards the end of this.
Which, speaking of that, the only mention of hardware was, oh yeah, you can use the GameCube controller for that game that you've been wanting to use the GameCube controller for. Like, that's been it. Which you could do on the Wii U version. I remember them doing that, and that was still a big deal. But yeah, oh my god, that controller's perfect.
Yeah, that's the ultimate controller for this certain
I still
game.
want Joy-Con options. I just want to slide different shapes on there. Like, I don't need the IR. I don't need the amiibo function. I don't need the gyroscope. Like, just give me a dumb Joy-Con to put on there that has a nice grip that I don't have to attach some silicone and a bunch of BS to.
Well, speaking of random-ass Joy-Cons, that seems like a pretty good transition into Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu, and Evee.
That's right. They have the Pokeball Joy-Con, which is just a ball with a motion sensor.
And a Mew inside of it, apparently.
Oh, that's right. That's a dime a dozen nowadays, though.
Oh, yeah.
When I was a kid, you had to
hack your Game Boy,
move a truck, and then you realize, oh, it's just a glitch.
Oh my god, yeah.
Pokemon Let's Go. Now that I know that it's not a core game, it seems like a blast. Like, if it was part of the mainline series, I would have been really ticked off about it, but just knowing, like, oh, I can go and take this game super casually, that's cool. My only gripe with it right now from what I saw at E3 was the rival is no longer a piece of shit to you.
He's still getting the name Asshat from me.
Oh, 100%, and he deserves it acting that nice. I saw in the Treehouse thing that, like, oh, he gives you 5 potions randomly and tells you good luck and that he bought them for you.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he's just like, here's 5 potions, I bought them for you, like, hang in there, whatever he says. I'm just like, that is not the Pokemon game I know. So again, thank God this is a spin-off. I would have been highly upset.
Oh my god, I swear to God. Yeah, that actually, for some reason, that makes the kid inside of me very angry. But I'm super curious about the co-op features, and I'm also very, very curious about the battling mechanic.
Yeah.
Like, I want some intense, big-headed Pokemon battles.
The battling mechanic seems absolutely the same. It just seems like the capture mechanic changed and that you can do 2-on-1 fights, it looked like.
Okay. See, because like I'm more interested in collecting badges. Like, you know what? I'll get the Pokeball, I'll transfer my Pokemon, and I might go for a walk while I'm playing the Nintendo Switch and then just double down on XP because I'm a very crafty millennial.
Right. If this is the way of Pokemon Go, it seems like it's going to be more of a catch-em-all situation, but we'll see how it all shakes out. I'm really interested to see how it diverts from like the original games since they're mirroring them so much.
Right. So I mean, it's a cool concept, and I think it really fits well with how Nintendo and Pokemon push the envelope.
So otherwise, the C3, like looking down the line, nothing else really interests me. Like I've never really played Xenoblade. While I like RPGs, it doesn't seem like my cup of tea. I don't really have time for it, and they just announced a DLC. Fire Emblem, same deal. I don't really like strategy games. Not my thing.
Yeah.
Octopath Traveler, I'm a little interested still, but that seems slow to happen.
I like how they have Minecraft and then that generic Minecraft also. It's
Right.
like Nintendo's like, we're letting everybody in. You got a game, just reporting it.
Yeah, I forgot the 3DS is like still rolling stuff out because you have Captain Toad being ported to that, the original Luigi's Mansion being ported to it. Did forget though, Mega Man 11 comes out the 2nd of October, but I don't think they really showed anything about it at all since we got a trailer a little bit ago.
Yeah, I'm actually super excited for that, and it's got great voice acting.
Right, which I don't even, like, I didn't know I wanted voice acting in a Mega Man game, but, like, it really helped the environmental sound of the whole thing. Hopefully, a Mega Man 11 gives us a 2D Zero.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That would be sick. Honestly, the only thing about this E3 I didn't like was, you showed off a title card for Metroid Prime 4 last year. Just show me that you have been developing Metroid Prime 4. I believe that you are. I get that if it's nowhere near ready or it's going to like change the concept, whatever, that's fine. But, man, I just wanted it.
Hey, man, in the meantime, just play Just Dance.
Ooh, you mean Just Dance 2019 releasing October 23rd?
Oh, yes, that very game. The greatest release. And so, like, a bigger title that I'm incredibly excited for. Super Mario Party.
Yes, a real Super Mario Party.
Right. I still have a Nintendo 64, and that is one of the games that I have. And me and my buddies from college still play each other in that. Like, we just had an ongoing competition about, like, who could win. I still know all of the mini games and like how to kick ass.
Right. I'm very shy about it. As I said, I don't really like multiplayer games. I feel like whenever I play like darts or pool, Mario Kart, Mario Party, I'm always just like, oh no thanks. I really don't like competition. I feel like a freaking hustler the entire time because then I proceed to kill when I do it, especially when I'm being super bashful. I'll be like, oh no, Mario Party, I'm not that good, you don't want to play with me, and then I cream you.
See, that's like all of my friends. They're insanely good at that game. And just being able to put two together and like customize that map, and they don't even have to line up.
Yeah, when they swiped across, I'm just like, that's crazy. I hope there's like no lag on it like there was in that video, but like that's genius.
They even moved it to like the edge of the Switch, so it's not like everything else where it's like, okay, this has to be lined up perfectly and this is going to be like a pain in the ass.
And that's the one thing I haven't done with my Switch yet is local multiplayer, and it just seems like it's going to be perfect like the DS was, because I also forgot the DS, like, that also had IR, that also had, like, a little... Well, did DS have motion? Probably, no that wasn't until 3DS, but still, like, there's a lot of little hardware components packed into one thing that never truly gets utilized, and I'm glad it's happening with this console.
So, I feel like we have enough time now to jump into that game that we
The big one.
Yes, the big one.
The Ridley Amiibo. The thing everyone was most excited about at this year's Nintendo E3. Right?
Oh my god.
That's what you're talking about.
Yes. Oh my god. So we're going to talk about freaking Super Smash Bros.
Everyone's here.
Except for Waluigi.
Don't care, I got Ridley in that sick amiibo.
Yeah, that's sweet. Like, they have so many characters in this game. And then I love how they were like, okay, here are all the characters. But guess what? You're still going to have to unlock everybody.
And the fact they said they're trying to make it a more interesting, like, fulfilling, meaningful way, like, I'm excited about. Because it just always felt like, just, like, so blasé. I'm just like, oh, I got targets done. Like, here's Lucas. I don't know. I don't remember.
Right.
But, like, just very arbitrary things.
And when they had, well, even, like, the Super Smash Bros. For the Wii, when it had... like the whole story mode, and I was like, whoa, that's freaking awesome. Like, right, so I'm wondering if they're gonna do that for this.
That, or like give me like an actual classic or adventure mode back. Give me the true single-player experience back to Smash. There's no reason it's not there.
And I really want like stronger tournament play and stronger online play. Because, like, I don't know, Smash is a game that I don't care if I'm playing by myself. It's like the only fighting game that I will actually play by myself and still have a great time.
Now, it seems like they're kind of going to take it the route of, like, the last two and do slow reveals on their website until the release, which is fine by me, because I feel like that's when they're going to show off, oh, here's all the fun new modes, because really all we got is, here's all the characters, here's how it's a little more balanced,
Right.
Stages return. That's it. We don't know anything about the game modes at all, which is huge, because especially like looking at Melee, like one of my favorite parts of it was, oh, here's 100 different random challenges for you to go through and try to complete that were all very, very incredibly unique.
Yeah, and I mean, they showed all these characters. I'm wondering about the characters that they haven't announced, because you know that there's characters that they haven't announced.
Oh, absolutely. Or maybe not even developed or like worked in as Echo Fighters yet. Also, I'm glad they acknowledged their Echo Fighters, because
yes,
everyone complained about Dark Pit for so long as being a waste of space, but now it's like, you can't waste space in this game anymore, you know?
Right, like they're jam-packing everybody in there. The Echo character thing was like freaking awesome. The change to some of the smash attacks, even the small things like, hey, if you choose
directional air dodge is huge for me. I've wanted that every single Smash game I've played.
Oh, I'm super happy because I'm getting Little Mac back, and Little Mac is my like favorite Smash character.
Honestly, I'm just glad I don't have to buy the Smash 4 DLC on it, really, because I want to play as Cloud finally. Seems like a blast.
Oh, yeah. I bought Ryu, but I didn't buy anyone else. I'm like, yeah, I get to choose everybody else. Yes. So I'm incredibly excited for that. I'm going to probably, like, play the crap out of that game.
Oh, yeah.
And who knows? I might try to, like, do a few Smash tournaments. Maybe you'll see me on in E3 next year.
Ooh.
With a giant lore party t-shirt on.
So we had Damon, Xenoblade, Mario Party, Fire Emblem, Fortnite, Killer Queen Black, Overcooked, Hollow Knight, Octopath, SNK, Splatoon 2, Smash Brothers. We only had 13 games in about a 45-minute segment and nothing else on the side. We're just getting gameplay, which is cool and it's fine, but just tell me a little more.
But hey, you can look forward to another core Pokemon game.
Oh, yeah. I cannot wait for that. The first real Pokemon game on a console.
So Nintendo's already got 2019 on lock. So we're getting some big stuff happening.
Exactly. This is a buy year with Smash. Smash is going to get us through 6 months after it comes out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, that about wraps it up for this episode. We want to thank you for tuning in and being a part of the show. Be sure to connect with us on Twitter at lore_party and leave us a review on iTunes. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.